The leader is 24-year-old Mara Salvatrucha, identified as one of the top leaders of the Salvadorian MS-13 gang. The Trump administration, again, hosting that press conference earlier this morning. Here's Attorney General Pam Bondi.
Early this morning, one of the top leaders of MS-13 was apprehended. He was the leader for the East Coast, one of the top 3 in the entire country. Right here in Virginia, living half an hour outside of Washington, D.C.
All right, so a lot to break down here, but a major moment there in the first 100 days of this administration. National Correspondent Alana Austin joining us live now from Manassas, Virginia, with the details of that announcement. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Sean and Emma. And we learned that FBI agents early this morning nabbed the top MS-13 gang leader on the East Coast. This is a top 3 person in the United States of America. And one of the clear messages from the Attorney General is that this clearly was not a problem of Congress needing to pass new laws, but of new leadership out of Washington, D.C. Now, we learned that Attorney General Pam Bondi and other top officials were on the scene. Newsmax was first to report that information to you all. And officials gathered at 4:30 a.m. for this dangerous mission. We're learning that the suspect had weaponry on him, a lot of guns, and thankfully no incident to take him into custody. But again, this is part of an ongoing operation. We know that this task force has been convening. They've already nabbed 342 and counting just in Northern Virginia alone, suspected gang members from MS-13, Tren de Aragua, and other criminal enterprises. So what we heard today from FBI Director Kash Patel, the Attorney General, the Virginia governor, is that we're going to be seeing more announcements like this, that they are moving quickly to use intelligence, specialized tools that they said they don't want to get into detail because this is a sensitive operation, but that these task forces are ramping up. And I also had the opportunity to ask these officials from Manassas, Virginia today how they were able to so quickly nab all of these suspects. And take a listen to what the Attorney General tells us.
So first, many had been identified. They've been living here. Many had been identified. Living here, they were let freely into our country. All of these illegal aliens. I had gone to that border in September. Nothing humane was happening at that border. Passports stacked everywhere, from every country you can imagine. People freely walking across our borders, fighting-age men coming into our country. And this is the result of Joe Biden's open border policy.
Now, we're also hearing reaction today from President Donald Trump. He's reacting to the news this morning, saying just captured a major leader of MS-13. Tom Homan is a superstar. Now, we also heard Sean and Emma from the FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, and here was his post as well, saying, "I told you we were coming. Too late." So clearly that is a message to Democrats. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin also had a message to the Democrats in the legislature and across the country. And he said there could be additional steps being taken legislatively, and potentially he hinted at legal actions from the Trump administration to those cities and counties that have sanctuary policies, these resistance efforts that officials say that is going to have to come to an end. Back to you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.